Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and I'm delighted to be bringing you a first look at an upcoming new game. It's coming out later in 2025, everything going to plan. But for now, we have a rather exciting and I must admit impressive first demo of this game. And before we get into it, heads up and thank you to Carolis. I do hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I do apologise if not. Who is part of a very small indie development team who go by the name of Memel Games. Carolis very generously offered me an early look at this demo, releasing on May the 8th, 2025, to give you a look at it and offer my feedback and hopefully feedback from you. So please do feel free to comment on what you think of the game, if it's something you're looking forward to. Have you played the demo? What do you reckon to it? And they're looking for a reasonably useful period in after the demo's been released to get your feedback, and they'll be looking forward to, once it's released, to developing it further. And we're looking at, and they're apparently looking at ideas. If I go to their announcement page, they'll tell me what I'm looking at. So once the game has been released, they're looking to expand upon this basic game and create some polls to see what is the most requested feature among the player base, and that could include things like modding, multiplayer. The AI is already in there, well, it's not in the demo as far as I can tell so far, different time periods, and also perhaps even adding in cargo, which would be an intriguing improvement or addition to this. But anyway, so why don't we have a quick look at it? We'll start off on the main page. Here it is. As you can see, the full game features access to the entire world, thousands of cities, 120 unique vehicles so far, full customization of the game mode, and more game modes. There's kind of a structured, or it's not structured as such, it's a more sort of directed, it's more the management and the map gives you guidance as to what might be good ideas to go next. So it'll be interesting to see how they develop on that, whether it's a full-blown campaign, complete freeform sandbox. Be interesting to see. Marketing and hotels, as we mentioned, will be in the full game, and more coming soon towards the end, well, the latter half of 2025, all being well. Settings, we've got a nice set of things we can change here. English is my default language. They're apparently supporting a whole host of different languages there. You can scale the UI, different currencies. Obviously we're working in pound sterling, the world's best currency. I can say that. And auto saving, you can do manual saves as well, obviously. Well, not obviously, but you can. So if you don't remember those, you've got auto saving and a tutorial as well, which is, at the moment in the demo, is a little bit limited in terms of explanation of how the game mechanics themselves, but I dare say there'll be more to that, well, I hope there'll be more to that in the full release. Graphics, a range of sizes, 1920, that's all I've got so far, there you are. Quality of resolutions and so on. Controls, all these do appear to be rebindable. So if you're not working on the standard QWERTY keyboard, or if you're left or right handed appropriately, then you can change these to match your particular requirements. And some audio settings, so you can keep things as loud or as noisy as you like. One of the things I like, in addition to this rather sort of jazzy sort of soundtrack, is the ambience of the game. The sounds of the vehicles in the world really makes it rather nice to play. So we're going to set up a brand new game. We've got classic mode, which is what we're going to be playing here. Discover, unlocking cities and countries as we progress. Sandbox mode. You see, if I'd remembered I'd seen these boxes, I could have been more definitive in my introductory comments, couldn't I? Yeah, so those are the game modes we've got so far. More may be coming. So we're going to play classic, obviously, as the only option we've got available to us. We do have a number of sort of customization options here for who we are as a company. I'm not going to be called Worldwide Logistics. No way. This is going to be, just call it Ajax World, I think. That's good. And what logo do we want? We've only got these at the moment, which is a nice enough selection. That one. Maybe, we're not sure about that. That kind of yin-yangy kind of thing is nice. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you very much. And we can colorize it. Random. No, let's not go random. I want it to be... okay. I'd like it to be orange. Ajaxpost orange. If only I could remember the hex code for it. Oh, you can type in hex code. Nice. Well, that's near enough right, I think. And the secondary colour... green? Could be green. One of my favourite colours. I'm not sure that works terribly well as a logo set, though. A little rodent. What? Okay, we're going to make rodent. We can change this later on in the game if we decide we don't like it. A number of changes for what type of vehicles. Only ships. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to have all vehicles. Passenger amount. Hover over text. Nice. There's a fair amount of that, and it is actually very useful to use. Obviously use it, otherwise it's not useful. Economy, inflation and discount. There's all sorts of figures going on in here, which we'll see as we go through. Let's start this game. So we're entering with actually it doesn't need GBP there. It's got the pound symbol. Doesn't need to say GBP. No, because it's exactly the same thing. So Ajax World enters the global arena with a small loan amount of 2 billion. No, 2 million. Oh, that's not a lot, is it? Turn this modest start into a world-spanning logistics powerhouse. Prove your ambition. We're going to do that. So here we are in UK, and as you can see, it's a nicely sort of detailed map of the world. Now I've got edge scrolling turned on because I like to edge scroll, but it is a little bit fast, which could be a reflection of my lack of control over my mouse, but I'm not going to admit to that. Absolutely not. Now there is something we can change. There it is. Yeah, I want to change these so we don't need the world text there so much. So we can fade that away. Borders. We can make them really bright and breezy, or no, we'll keep borders so we know where we are. That's good. Okay, so establish our first hub. So this is sort of the guided information. So establish your first hub. We need that to start our business. It recommends a city with a higher star level. So what have we got? Now you can't see them here. If you zoom in a little bit, you can see here the star level. Bristol, London's got 2, Birmingham's got 2. That's a nice central location. Okay, now if we go here, we can see cities. Can we drag this one around? No, most of these boxes you can drag around, which is nice. The sort of pop-up dialogue boxes for vehicles, cities and so on. But one thing I love, first thing that I saw in these, tables of data. Can you sort them? Yes, you can. Okay, maybe you can't. Country, name. Oh, you can. Yes, there it is. I was obviously clicking in the wrong place. Level. There, 2. So Birmingham. Okay, for some reason. Oh, maybe alphabetical order. Dundalk. Okay, I didn't realize that was such a big city in the real world. But I'm going to start in Birmingham, I think. Yeah, let's go to Birmingham. So here we are, Birmingham. What's this? Plus 20%. That 20% might be a tourist bonus or something. I'm not entirely sure. Now it says here, as you can see here, destinations generate passengers that can then be transferred using... Fine. Click that. Okay. Vehicles, tourism can increase passenger generation further. Level 3 out of 20. Okay, it says it's 2 at the moment, but okay. Passengers per month, 75. Maximum. Oh, maybe that's the next level up. Possibly. Tourism. Yes, here you see. These are the events. So this is a tourism thing. So people going to London and Oxford for Wimbledon. Or maybe tourism is the London one. Sorry, the Oxford one, and Wimbledon obviously being the London one, because that's where Wimbledon is. Look at that in detail on the Wimbledon event as well. Cool. It is 15th of June 2010, as you can see in the top right corner there, and we have no direct path to any of these places. Or Birmingham to London. Oh yeah, that's right. And if I go there, Birmingham to Oxford. Oh, Wimbledon as well for Oxford. Okay, well Oxford isn't that far away from London anyway. So from Birmingham, we want to get routes to London, Oxford, and Dublin. So what we could do here, we could lay down train track. Do I want to do trains first? Trains are expensive. Alright, well, so what we'll do, we'll set up a route. This is this icon down here. Select a vehicle. Yes, we can see here. So, if we're looking at the trains, if I filter this by just trains, you see what I mean? I love this data analytic kind of approach to the useful data on the screen. I very much approve of this. So they're 740,000. We could do one of these rail or trains. And think the detail in this is wonderful. If you buy vehicles from a particular company, they will give you a discount. I think, if I remember correctly. So let's go back here. So no, over here. Can I leap? Is that gonna? It's not gonna stick, is it? Okay, when we buy the vehicle, we'll look at that in more detail. Actually, if I leave that filter up so I can see what we're doing. Now, what we can do here is if we add in Birmingham, and I could do Oxford to London all as one route, which is why I think a train might work. And then add London after that. Now, it's telling us here we don't have a route. That's the exclamation mark there. So we can build the rails for our trains to drive on, or we can actually do the train track manually using one of the other buttons. We'll do that momentarily. The one thing that first confused me here was routing between on a line with covering multiple towns. So as you can see, it's going from Birmingham to Oxford to London and then back to Birmingham, and that's because it is a cyclic route. So it goes all the way through to the end and then it goes straight back to the start. We can toggle this to be non-cyclic, in which case, as the help text there says, is it goes 1, 2, 3 and then back 3, 2, 1. So it goes out then back, stopping at the same stops that it came in on. So we'll do that. Can I create this? I can. It's going to cost me, see down there, 1.3 million. I think that's worth it. Can I afford that? Oh, build the rails first. Okay, and build the rails from there to there. That is cool. That's nice enough. And create that route. So we've now got another task to set a foothold. More vehicles, more routes. Management recommends connecting Birmingham to Nottingham. Does Birmingham want to go to Nottingham? I don't know, but does Nottingham want to go to Birmingham? Yes, it does, and also London. Now, this is how nice this works. Is that people in Nottingham who want to go to London will stop off at Birmingham or any other connecting city en route, so they can get a transfer to a different vehicle. And there's our first train slowly coming out. I'll increase the speed shortly. Now, I'm not going to put a train track up there because I've spent quite a bit of my money. So what we'll do is actually we'll go into build the roads here. Now, you can either do it sort of manually by creating nodes and dragging between them. I'll do that in a little bit, but for the moment I'll keep it straightforward and simple. Just connect from there to there, and that's the job done. And we'll create that at nearly 63,000. That's good. And we will go in and create a brand new route. We're going to add from Birmingham just to Nottingham. There you go. We haven't got a vehicle yet, so we need to select a vehicle, and we'll use a road vehicle for this. Just road vehicles. We'll use the silver line here. There you go, and we'll create that route, and away they go. That is lovely, isn't it? So if we click, these are the companies. So what we've got here on our vehicles, we'll keep it running but a little bit slower. Here we've got company loyalty. Right, so vehicle companies have a loyalty program, provides a discount depending on how many vehicles you've already bought. So one vehicle provides a 1% discount and it goes all the way up to 30. So the more vehicles we buy from the same company, the better the discount. Nice. What's this subsidy about? Ooh, click. There might be a setting in the settings so it doesn't click off these things. So a general decrease in all prices. They're provided at the start of the game. and they'll decrease gradually until they reduce to 0. So every month my subsidy will decrease by 5% until I lose all the subsidy altogether, and then I'll be entirely subject to inflation. So it gives you here minimum efficiency. To make money from this bus, I need to have 3 passengers. The estimated profit running full throughout between the 2 cities, I could make 63, nearly 64,000. There you go. You see, that's all good. And I've not quite got my head around this inventory thing yet. You basically have a total number of vehicles you can buy per month from each supplier, and that resets. Like I can buy 4 more of these Silverline, these Silverline Cinto buses in this month, but next month I'll be able to buy another 5, sort of thing. That's how I read it anyway. So there we are. So if we look at this bus, they're just going from Nottingham to Birmingham. Now we're not seeing anyone going from Nottingham. Oh, yeah, Nottingham to London, you see. I love this amount of detail, and the fact that we've got graphs which shows the balance sort of month by month. So hopefully that will keep on in the green going up, which is jolly good. Where's our train? There it is. London to Birmingham, London to Oxford, Oxford to Birmingham. Oh yes, see. Yep. Now each carriage of these carries 30 people, and the whole train will carry up to 150. So it's not most efficient yet, but it will get more efficient as time goes on. Can I afford airplanes yet? Let's have a look at that. So let's create a new route. We're going to look at a aeroplane. What can I buy? I can afford a small aeroplane, but I leave it a little bit longer. I can afford a smaller but faster aircraft. Now the hub in your city, if I click on this, contains any number of different vehicles. So this can contain up to 4 vehicles of any type. So as you can see here, it's covering both trains and buses. It can include ships and planes, but ships out of Birmingham are a little bit unlikely. I know the Birmingham Canal is there and stuff, but I'm not sure that's good for seagoing craft. Yeah, set a foothold connecting Birmingham to Glasgow. Where does Glasgow want to go? Actually, Glasgow, you've got the port icon there, so we could create a ship route from Glasgow to Dublin if we wanted to. Yeah, there's not many people going to Birmingham from Glasgow, so we're going to leave that one for the moment. These guided ideas will change per each month, so that's what will happen. So we'll get a different set of objectives or suggestions each month. So we don't have many people going from Nottingham to Dublin. Much the same here from Dublin to Birmingham. Actually, they're not going to Birmingham at all. They're going to Nottingham. People in Nottingham want to go to Dublin. They do. Okay, this will work. This will work. So we will create a brand new route from Birmingham, yeah, to Dublin. And the one thing I like about this as well, there's some really nice UI touches here. Is it orders these cities in terms of sort of connectivity to where you've previously selected. So Birmingham, the first suggestions are cities that you want to connect Birmingham to, or people in Birmingham want to connect to, or people who want to come to Birmingham to connect to. So we will select a vehicle, and it's going to be, we'll use the bigger aircraft, I think. We'll use a Nimbus. There you go. So we will create that route. Love that little sound effect. And where's our aeroplane? There he goes. Orange and green. Yeah, well, it's a colour scheme, isn't it? And there we go. And you can follow them here. Transferring passengers. They're loading up. They want to go from Dublin to Nottingham, not Birmingham. Ah, yes, see. Now, people on this bus, there you go, will probably start wanting to go to Birmingham, maybe because they want to go to Dublin. Who knows? Yeah, so you can see here the travellers in Birmingham who want to go to Dublin, to Oxford. So we're looking at, do we need more capacity on our routes? Quite possibly. One way of looking at capacity is on these vehicles list at the top here. So if we look at our bus here, we can see it's 100% efficient from Birmingham to Nottingham, which is excellent. Now, at the moment, if we get dozens and dozens, hundreds of vehicles, this is going to become somewhat unwieldy. But there are plans afoot, as I've heard from developers, to offer some improvement to this vehicle and hub management mechanics. So this should make life a little bit easier. Certainly when it comes to upgrading vehicles to make them bigger, faster, all that good stuff. So that, yeah, you see that train is only 35% efficient. It could be better, but you know, it's growing. It's going to get there, I think. And that aeroplane there. If we look here, efficiency 100%. Nice. The other thing in the cities as well, talking of efficiency, is you can see here how well you're doing at fulfilling those travel demands. In Birmingham, from London to Oxford and to Dublin, doing a reasonably good job there actually. I could, if I wanted to, take out a loan. Let's look at our company finances here. So here, that's what we do. You see, we can rename and change our logo if we wanted to. And our bank balance is that, our company value is that, based on the vehicles and so on. We can, if we go into view finances, take out a loan. Oh, I can't at the moment. No, because I've got a big loan, I'm not making enough money yet. It's not letting me take out more of a loan. So I've got to work these routes for the moment. Now if we do this, should we set that foothold? Let's do that. I'm not sure I want to do this really, but the game suggests I should, so I'm sure the management know what they're talking about. So let's create another route. It's going to be adding from Birmingham to... Actually, no, we'll add Glasgow, and then I'll swap them round. There you go. So it starts in Glasgow, and the vehicle for this is going to be another aeroplane. Okay, it'll be that one. I think the slower one. That's fine. Excellent. So we've achieved that objective. We've got another objective now. Connect Newcastle to Birmingham. Now we could do. How is that aeroplane doing? Well, there's one person going from Birmingham to Glasgow. That's good. We'll follow you just for a second. We've got capacity on that plane. We have. So what we could do is we could edit that route, and we'll add Newcastle upon Tyne. That's good. And we'll move you up. So it's Glasgow, Newcastle, Birmingham. We'll make this cyclic, or cyclic, however you like to pronounce that. So it goes Glasgow, Newcastle, Birmingham, Birmingham, Newcastle, Glasgow. Yep, we'll do that. We'll edit that route. Ooh, we're getting a bonus here. So, yeah, we're getting a reward for doing this. A grant and a bonus, which would be nice. Add that to our coffers. We have spent quite a bit of money. We're doing a modest job here. It's not great across the 3 destinations that people want to travel from Birmingham, but we're doing okay. We got close last month, 90%. That's okay. We'll get another 80 grand reward if we achieve this. You're also growth levels are also a sort of incentive here. And rewards basically, isn't it? So we're going from urban transit, which is what we've got to now, to provincial pioneers if we get 1,500 passengers in a month to travel. So we got nearly 900 last month. We're getting there. We need a few more vehicles though. So let's have a quick review of our efficiency then. Okay, that bus is very efficient. Could we do with a bigger, better bus on there? Let's have a look at that. We've got this upgrade arrow here. So we could... It's a smaller capacity. That's the same capacity but a little bit faster. We could do that. We could replace it. Notice our subsidy has gone down and inflation is now at 4%. And the imports... Oh, I know. The thing is, this is a different manufacturer, isn't it? we're going to lose any incentive from the manufacturer. I'm not going to worry about that at this point. Let's replace that. Now, it is possible to put more vehicles on a route, but it's not entirely intuitive. And I think from what I've heard from the developers, they've got a little bit more work to do to optimize and work out exactly how that mechanic works. So what we could do here is, if we go into route creation, we've got this option here, duplicate a route of another vehicle. It's not entirely obvious what that means, but if we come here and we say I want to duplicate the route of that vehicle, we can do that here and create it. Yeah, so that adds another vehicle to that route. Shall I do that? I'm not going to do that just yet. So that's one way we could do that. So we could do some more routes. I think Birmingham, Dublin, yeah, that's fine. Nottingham, Birmingham, yeah, Oxford, Bristol. Right, yes, we're talking about Bristol. We could put a train on here, couldn't we? Okay, I'm going to go slightly off the acceptable route for the Great Western Railway, and it'll go through Oxford. So we'll create a little bit of track there. So if I go create track, and we'll do that. That was fine. That's selected from Oxford to there. That's 180,000. Yeah, that's correct. We'll create that, and we can have another train route. Clear that. That's fine. Oh yeah, because I was looking at duplicating the route. That's why that came back, wasn't it? So we're going to add. So this is going to be London to Oxford to Bristol. Toggle the cyclic so it goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 back again. That's good. And we'll put a vehicle on this, which is going to be a train. We said they're more expensive than airplanes. It's ridiculous, but they do carry vastly more passengers. So, okay, so the company loyalty, we're going to get a 1% discount on this, I suppose. Is that what that means? I think it does. We've still got a 10% subsidy. Gosh, do not have enough wealth. Really? That's annoying, isn't it? Why do I need 175 on that? That I'm not. Because there's the price. Unless it's not adding. Is it adding more to that? I don't want to. Because I'd waste money building a road there, wouldn't I? They are. All right. Actually, what's just occurred to me. If we hover over here, it says hub 4 of 4. I've only got one vehicle hub, and that is now full. Is that what that is trying to tell me? You do not have enough wealth. Ah, is that saying yes, look at that. Yeah, if I hover over the total price, it tells me why it is much more than just the vehicle. I've got to buy a new hub as well. Okay, let's put a hub in Bristol. Yeah, Bristol. Yeah, one of the best cities in the UK, if I say so myself. And I have just said that, because it's true. If we come here, build a new hub, 767. I could upgrade the one in Birmingham. If I go there, I can upgrade that for 326. That takes us up to 8 vehicle storage. Though, of course, it makes it more expensive to maintain. We could do that. Alright, people in Bristol want to go to London and to Cardiff. Yeah, let me just try something. I've not tried this yet in the couple of hours I've been playing the game so far. I'm going to add a hub there. Well, we still get a modest subsidy for that. Right, so 802. Yeah, I need over 900 to get that train. Can I actually build a road? Right, so if I click there, can I build that over the water like that? Like the Severn Bridge. If I create that, it's let me do it. Awesome. So can we now then add a little bit of a route? We'll clear that one, unfortunately. We'll come back to the Great Western Railway momentarily once I've got some money. Connect Bristol to London. I'm trying to do that. Okay, so we're creating a route from Bristol to Cardiff. There you go. We're going to select a vehicle, and it's going to be a bus. The Silver Line one again. Yeah, we'll create you. That's good. So we'll set you up. And you're doing a reasonably good job. Excellent. It's a very short route, that. It doesn't take long. But I'm quite happy that I was able to build a bridge across the water. I wonder how long a bridge. Could I do one across the Irish Sea? Could I do one across the Channel here? No tunnel, but one at a big bridge over to France. We'll have to wait until the full game's released until we can discover that. And we've got some new objectives being in the new month of February. I still haven't fulfilled Birmingham's demand. Optimise vehicle profitability. What's wrong with this one then? That's an ACA bus. Which one? Oh, is it you? Oh! There aren't enough passengers on that route. Ooh, dear. How can we do that? Once we get that route to London from Bristol, that bus will start making a lot of money as well. But I need over $1 million to get the train I want on there. And I could have it going straight across London to Bristol, but no, I wanted to connect there, so it enables more and simpler connectivity. One of the help texts here did explain how that connectivity works. Passengers won't transfer more than 5 or 6 times. So there's a maximum number of different vehicles that they will take, and there's also a distance limit. So they won't travel more than 3 times the straight line distance from their origin and their destination, nor will they travel more than 1.5 times the shortest available route to get to a place. So there are rules there, which is all kind of nice. Right, we're over $1 million. Can I yet afford that train? Yes. Let's do that. Let's pause it there before I start losing money again. So this is Bristol to Oxford to London. Cyclic again. Yeah, so it goes then back the same way and create that, and there goes my money. But I'll get lots of bonuses. I got grants and also a bonus for completing that route. So this train is going 17 people. That's very underpopulated. Oh, it's taking some people from Oxford to London and also Oxford to Bristol, going that way for some reason. Maybe they think it's a shortcut. Who knows? And now it's carrying. Ooh, people going to Dublin as well. Interesting. Don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Is anybody going to... Oh, Cardiff to London. That's better. So this bus now... Yeah, should be making more money now. Bristol to Cardiff isn't quite as popular, but Cardiff to London, yeah, that adds to passengers. You see the graph there going up? I like that. That is good. And we're working towards our bonus. This is excellent. Well, in terms of other views of the game, we have got a company view. Now this obviously is useful when you're trying to see where your competition is. Hopefully they use different and more visible colours than you. And also a profit view. So you can see here reasonably easily and quickly those vehicles making money, because they'll be in green. Now you see that vehicle there isn't as yet. He's still struggling. He might make a money at some point. Who knows? And the normal view, there you go. That's fun. Ooh. Oh, we're very near New Year. Oh, there's lots of fireworks. It's not New Year. So why is that? Ooh, tourism. Easter. Ah. Right, that is good. Now, presumably these fireworks are location specific. So that is from Oxford to London, Bristol and Nottingham. From Bristol Oh, yeah. And from Swansea. Ah, okay. Let's take this motorway, this M4, all the way to Swansea, shall we? That is what we will do. So let's edit that bus route. Is Easter affecting these other cities as well? Oh, it does. It does. But because we don't have connections to those cities, yeah, you can't really tell. I think that the notification of these events could be improved. It'd be nice if we had some sort of text message as well saying what's going on and what cities are affected. If we go to cities here, yeah, there's nothing here which tells you which city is being affected by an event or whatever. Now, that'd be nice. Anyway, as I said, this is very much a very early demo of the game. Right, this route here, this bus here. Ooh, look at little green tint at the end, plus 866 in profit in those lovely Great British pounds. Right, okay, so we're going to add a city. We're going to go to Swansea. Okay, let's search for Swansea rather than scrolling all the way down for it. I love that. Sortable, filterable, searchable data boxes. Awesome. And Cardiff, Swansea, that is right. It's going to be cyclic. So we'll build a road between Cardiff and Swansea. Oh, it goes along the coast. That is excellent. Very scenic. Actually, that is a very scenic part of the country, that. Heading to the Mumbles near Swansea. Very much. We'll use the same bus for that, obviously. There you go. Oh, it's full. Look at that. 9. Okay, 7. 8. That's better. That is much better. So that vehicle profitability has been dealt with. Could do with a bigger, better bus on there, couldn't we? Or more buses. Yeah, for Birmingham. That is... which route is that? Can we improve that bus? I'm not sure we can. Cinto. No. No, that's the best bus we've got at the moment. Unless we add another one on there, perhaps. But I'm loath to do that on such a short route, so we'll just miss out on this grant, I think, for a little while. I keep getting these mixed up, travellers and destinations. Look at the number of people wanting to go to London. Very impressive. Or travelling to London. London. Right, we're not going to Brighton as yet. Do we want to go to Brighton? We might as well. Now that we've got over $1 million in the bank, so let's try that. London. Where's London? It's down here. So there you are. London. Ooh, now the question here is where will it put the bus that I'm going to use to Brighton? And we'll select a road vehicle for this. Again, it will be the biggest the Vortex. We get our minus 2%, so we've got 2% loyalty for that. We're getting a minus 2%, so we're getting a discount on the bus from Vortex. Whereas Silverline, there is actually, if we look at this, where did it tell me? Here, right, yes. So the import here, yes, vehicles are manufactured somewhere, and if they're not manufactured locally or nearby to your hubs, then you will be paying an import charge. What people might call a tariff, perhaps. Yeah, or maybe they shouldn't. So yeah, again, buy from the same company if you can, if they got the best vehicles for you, or near enough the best vehicles, and also the closest ones, because that reduces your vehicle costs as well. It's this sort of amount of detail that goes into the game, which I think makes it really, really fascinating. Oh, we've achieved provincial pioneers. Awesome. I haven't finished this bit yet. I'm still messing around with this. I was picking. We'll go for this one then. Yeah, we'll go for a Vortex. We need to build road between London and Brighton. Yes, we will do that. And okay, there is no hub in London. I need to create. Spend 800 grand for that. No, I don't want to do that. We can't do it from Bristol to London either, because that's train track. As it is from Birmingham to London, so it does need to be in London, doesn't it? Another hub there. And hubs aren't cheap. Okay, we're going to have to do it. We're going to suck it up. That's it. So we'll do that. And there's our new bus. Carrying 9 people. That's good. Now, one thing before I wrap this up is I want to introduce the ship into this. Oh, a new month. May. Which is precisely where we are right now. Connect Newcastle to London. Connect London to Manchester. Truro to London. Those are all long distance routes, aren't they? But again, I'll get nice rewards for doing that. I would indeed. Now, Swansea. We could go to Exeter by boat, taking the long way around the end, whatever that part of the country is called. I don't know. Is there a name for that peninsula there? Cornish Peninsula? Yeah, possibly. Dublin. Now we're going to Nottingham. Waterford. Oh, we could do one there, couldn't we? So Waterford. Actually, there's a fair number of passengers who want to go to Waterford, so we could do that. Okay, let's do that. The last route for this first look at the demo of Worldwide Rush. So we will add Dublin. Oh, I'm going to need a hub there, aren't I? Bother, I can't do that then. No, clear that. Oh, how annoying is that? Can I take out a loan yet? Borrow. I'd clicked on it. Yeah, 760,000. Right, so I've got £1 million in the bank, so I can do this. Alright, let's do Bristol to Dublin by boat. That's what we will do. So no, not from there. Add a city, Bristol to Dublin. There you are. And the vehicle is going to be a water taxi or a Bayside. Should we go for a Bayside? The middle option, and create that. There are no travellers selected between these cities. Are you sure you want to create this route? Okay, that's fair enough. There are no direct travellers from Bristol to Dublin, but I think they will get there from other cities, so I'm going to accept this. So this is going to be interesting for a little while. Will we make any money? Transferring passengers? No. But once we've created our route, people will realise it and think, oh, I can use that. Are you going to pick up any passengers at all? Please say you will. No. Okay, is there anybody in Bristol? There are 3 people that want to go to Dublin. Yes. Excellent. Well, they've gone there from there now, so they must be on the boat. Are they on the boat? Yes, they are. And this boat is going to carry on losing a lot of money for quite a while yet, I think. So just looking at these. Okay, we've got passenger London, Birmingham, and still some passengers left over for Nottingham. Yeah, I need to optimise the profitability of this little boat. Very true. Connect Cardiff to London. We've connected Cardiff to London. Well, not by a single route, no, but we've got this bus which connects, yeah, to the train. That works. Yeah, you see, looking at that list, there are people going from Swansea to London, which is fine. So why are they not going from Cardiff? Ooh. That's interesting. Is that bus not picking up enough people? Or is it not big enough to pick up the people? So it's got 9. 5 going from Swansea, 4 from Cardiff to Bristol. Oh, interesting. But there you are. So this is it. I think this will do for the moment for our first look at Worldwide Rush. The demo coming to Steam on May the 8th, all being well, with a full release planned for later in this year, 2025. So something to look forward to. I've really enjoyed my time with the demo so far, and I may well do another little one of these if the demo gets updated, or we get new features added to it or whatever, or if you want to see more of a bigger route on here. I have actually, shall I do that? Let me just quickly save this. So this is my previous play while I was getting to know the game and understand it and so on. As you can see, I'm not always making money, but that's because I've been spending money, and we've been able to upgrade various planes. Yeah, they're going faster, they're bigger, whatever. Going to the upgrade option here. Yeah, most of all those, I think it's buses and trains we upgraded the most. So if we go to these buses here, yeah, we've now got level 2 buses. Yeah, the Hochklaute and the Arcalod. Where do they get these names from? I've no idea. There you go. So it's possible to create really, well, intricate interconnections of routes between these cities, and this is just the UK and Ireland. Imagine what it's like when you've got the whole wild world to play with. Where's the US? There it is, long way over there. Yeah, it is a very small corner of the world, isn't it? So this is it, Worldwide Rush, coming to Steam in 2025. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be lovely to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be awesome. Just click the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better if you've got anything to say about what I've done with it, if you're playing the demo, what you think of it, what are your hopes for the game, are you following it, have you got it wishlisted now? Oh, an event in Bristol. Lovely. Then yes, just do, oh, and up north as well, I didn't see that one there for a moment. Then please do just drop a note into the comments box below. It's always awesome to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll get notified, especially if you click that bell as well, you'll get notified when I upload another one of these, or indeed any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here with a first look at Worldwide Rush. Bye bye for now.